What's up guys, it's JQ, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to create high quality dates and experiences with women that lead to sex and intimacy. This is a really important skill. As a man, it's your responsibility to create the conditions that lead to sex and intimacy. And if you don't understand how to do that, you're going to miss out on the types of women that you might really like to be with and date. So if you've gone on a lot of dates that didn't lead to sex and didn't turn into a relationship, then you're going to want to pay attention because I'm going to go through a step-by-step process that's going to help you get better results with the women that you're dating. But before I get into that, I want to address why it's so important that you create conditions that lead to sex and intimacy with the girl that you're interested in. For starters, women have what I like to call an attraction window. When a woman first develops an interest in you, her attraction window opens up and she's open to your advances. But if you don't make a move on her and don't get her into a sexual relationship within a certain length of time, then that attraction window is going to close and you're going to become friend zoned and you can never get out of that. Second, if she's an attractive woman, she has multiple men trying to get her attention at any given time. She's likely to be talking to multiple men. She's likely to be going out with multiple men. And essentially, it's a bit of a race to see who is going to sleep with her first. Once she starts sleeping with a guy, the chance that she starts focusing all of her effort on that guy go way, 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 way up. So if you really like this girl, you want to be the guy who sleeps with her so that she develops that interest in you. If somebody else beats you to it, then there's a significant chance that she will ghost you. And third, sex is the primary mechanism by which women fall in love with a man. During sex, there are chemicals that are produced for both men and women, but women produce a lot of oxytocin, prolactin, and dopamine. These are pleasure chemicals and other chemicals that signify that she is bonding with you and give her emotional satisfaction. When you start having sex with a woman and giving her orgasms on a consistent basis over a period of time, she will typically fall in love with you. Now, I can hear some of you in the comments already saying, what about women with standards and values? They don't just go around sleeping with a guy right away. If you believe that, you have a very naive view of female nature. You see, for every woman, there is at least one man with whom she would become intimate very quickly. The reason for this is that women are hypergamous in nature, meaning other things being equal, they tend to date up in social status hierarchies. So if she perceives you to have a high social status hierarchy relative to her, she cannot afford to let you walk out the door and never see you again. She's going to be more likely to want to try to seal the deal with you by becoming intimate quickly. The other reason is that most women have a fantasy of being seduced and taken by a high status guy. They want to feel that a man who normally has a lot of self-control desires her so much that he just has to take her right there and then. So your job as a man is to show her your value and to show her you are this high status guy. And if she doesn't perceive you that way, either A, you've done something wrong, or perhaps there's just no way that you can get her to feel that attracted towards you. And in that case, it's better to move on because as a man, you want to focus on women who truly have desire for you. A lot of men have never learned how to escalate things properly with a woman. And as a result, they end up dating and possibly marrying the first or second girl who shows them any attention at all. And if that's the case, they may be dating or married to a woman to whom they're not super attracted to. And as a result, they end up feeling disappointed later in life. Developing this skill is a key part of the courtship process if you want to meet, date, and get into a relationship with the type of woman who really excites you and whom you feel really attracted to. So with that said, here are some practical things that you can do that are going to give you the best chance of creating sex and intimacy with a woman that you're dating. Number one, if at all possible, you want to pick her up. This shows dominance and leadership, is polite, and it's just going to be logistically better than meeting her at the place where you've selected for a date. Two is you're going to take her to a place that is located close to where you live, let's say within 15 minutes. I'll explain more about this in a moment, but you want to set up logistics that are going to be favorable to you in advance by picking something that's close to your house. Three, and super importantly, you need to pick an activity. You want to do something that's interactive. This could be going for a walk in the park, planning a picnic to have with her, going mini golfing, doing some kind of interactive activity that's going to get you talking and interacting and give you the chance to be physical and playful with her. You want to avoid activities that are not interactive, such as going to a show, comedy show, movie, concert, theater, or anything where you're being presented to. Okay, these could make good date ideas down the road once you're already into a relationship with a girl. But at the beginning, the point is you need to get to know her. And so to do that, you need to be able to talk. So avoid anything like that. Going to a bar is okay, but if you do this, you want to find seating at the bar so that you can sit next to her. If there's no bar seating available, then at a table, you want to sit perpendicular to her or possibly beside her if you can, rather than across from her, so that you can be close and the two of you can touch when appropriate. 4, you want to allow her to do the majority of the talking by learning how to ask good questions. You want to ask open-ended questions that are interesting to talk about. What is she really inspired by? What travel plans does she have? What are some of her philosophical beliefs? What aspirations does she have? What does she like to do for fun? You want to keep the conversation light and playful. Avoid asking too many questions about her job, about her family. Sure, if these things come up naturally in the conversation, you can get into them, but you want to focus mostly on keeping things playful and fun. Okay, this is not an interview. This is not going to work. You want her to associate you with being a really fun time. Most women have plenty of stress in their life as it is, and so this should be an escape from that. You're just going to be a fun, awesome guy to be out with. Keep your own answers playful, a little bit more vague, and always redirect the attention back onto her. Continue to learn more about her. 5, during conversation, you're going to find opportunities, if the vibe is good, to initiate some physical contact with her. So to emphasize your point, you might touch her on the arm, you might touch her on the leg, you might touch her on the back. You're establishing that you're comfortable with her, and you're also checking her reaction. You're checking to see that she's comfortable with you. If she's really comfortable with you, she might touch you back occasionally to kind of let you know that. Not all women do this, and it doesn't mean that she's not interested if she doesn't. You want to look and see how the vibe feels. Is she making eye contact? Does she seem present and interested? These are going to be signs that she's enjoying what you're doing, including the physical touch that you're initiating. 6, if the opportunity exists to change locations mid-date, this can be a really great thing because it helps communicate the passage of more time. Usually when you move from one location to another, that helps build comfort between you. Always maintain a relaxed attitude and be checking for her indications of interest. These would be things like maintaining eye contact with you, possibly looking at your lips, touching your arm, laughing, playing with her hair, just generally looking like she's having a good time. If you're getting a fair number of these indications of interest at the conclusion of the date, you want to invite her back over to your house. This is why we chose a location that is within 15 minutes of your house, is to avoid resistance of it being too far away from the venue in order to go there. You can simply say, hey, you know what? I live just right around the corner. Why don't we head back to my place and open up a bottle of wine? If she likes you and you've done all the steps up until this point, there's a high chance that she will accept this. Next, when you get back to your house, you will have already prepared your house in advance. This means most importantly that your house is very clean. Everything is picked up and put away. 2, you have all the supplies that you need. You have wine, champagne on hand, different types of drinks. Almost all women love champagne, so that's always a good standby to have on hand. When she gets back over to your place, do not jump her right away. Give her time to get comfortable. Let her kind of give her a bit of a tour. Let her kind of walk around. And then typically you might invite her to sit on the couch. That's going to be a little bit more comfortable, but a little bit more intimate at the same time. The conversation is flowing well. She seems receptive to your touch. She's laughing and having a good time. It seems like you're getting the right signals. Then you'll know when the time is right. Usually there's a brief pause in the conversation, and that's a good opportunity to kiss her. It's important that you do take advantage of this opportunity, because if you guys are flirting and having a lot of fun and several of those pauses come up and you don't kiss her, then you could get friend zoned, because she's going to look at you as lacking in assertiveness, and she's going to lose some attraction to you if you don't make a move within the attraction window. Okay, from here, if things are continuing to go well, you can continue trying to escalate until you either end up in the bedroom or she says, hey, look, I want to pause it here for now. And that's fine if that happens. Just chill, just hang back a little bit. You can try once more. If she still doesn't want to continue, just end the evening and you repeat this process with another date with her in the future. But it's always better to escalate something and have her say no than it is to not try something on her. Because if you don't try anything, then again, she might perceive you as being not that assertive. So guys, I hope that helped. Let me know how this works for you by commenting below. You know somebody who could benefit from this information, be sure to please share the message with them, because that helps the channel out. If you'd like my help, you can book a paid consultation through the link below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.